No 10 numbers in a bomb.
Yeah.
I don't think just a match. Match, you have been able to what you got to 3-0. 1-0 is it? They will be 3-0. We defend the square paper. I don't go back for so many madam for me. Get it now. Be all sorts of I don't go see what you say. And she's not going to you don't take her from selling, or pardon me from my language, you don't follow love and pick her from the streets or pick her from selling her pure water streets and giving her a shop. Because a lot of people are in relationships today, even to the extent of marriage today, yes, because of their financial instability or their financial difficulties. Because you might love someone, the person might not love you back. Because we all come with our personal interest. You don't know, Charlie. Interest. Because you are not financially ready, one way or the other, you might not be financially ready to settle as a man. You'll be forced to settle with a beer on certain pen or bad problems in here. It's a shame.
The first thing that I want to ask is that are there some mistakes that people make when it comes to matters with love? Can you tell us about some of the mistakes that you think the young generation are making?
Can I throw this question back to you?
Yeah.
How do you explain love?
Okay. When it comes to the definition of love, it's really like I would say it's tricky because I always say that there's a thin line between liking someone and loving someone.
Yeah.
And love is when you are selfless, you are not selfish, you care about someone, and when the person is going through something, you can really share what the person is going through. Like you feel the pain of the other person. And the person is so dear to your heart that you can't see them go through pain. If you are able to go through that and feel that for someone, then I define it as love. It goes beyond romance and I would say intimacy. It goes really beyond that one.
There's this, there's one clinical psychologist in America. He's called Dr. Kumar Johnson. I believe he gave the perfect explanation for love. He said love is the function of your values and your priorities.
Okay.
So the things you value and the things you prioritize are the things you love.
Okay.
So the reason why I asked for your definition of love is, you see, in today's era, our generation, to love someone has got to be some sort of risk. Because you might love someone, the person might not love you back. Because we all come with our personal interest.
Yeah.
We all have our interests at heart. And mind you guys, I'll chip in our local language, our local dialect as well. I will combine the King's language and our local dialect. So more among say, you know, yeah,
That one there is very, very necessary.
See, when you say to love someone, as you said, we love with all our hearts. But it has become very risky in this modern times, this generation. It has become very risky. Why? Because of financial instability. Yeah, first and foremost. Secondly, last. Because majority of the youth or people today do not know the differences between lust and love.
Okay.
We tend to explore our alternatives, mistaking our alternatives for love.
Okay.
So love is, as I said earlier on, it is how you prioritize the person. Yeah, the question is, does the person prioritize you?
Okay.
Because a lot of people are in a relationship today, even to the extent of marriage today, because of their financial instability or their financial difficulties. You see, our mothers, the reason why I'm using mothers, because sometimes, yeah, papa for no, oh, papa, oh, papa, now do baby now, Maria. Your father will not push you. Oh, you're not calling watch it. But one way or the other, I'm not able to say, I just said, a queer. Oh, can I want? Because you see, I'm making an answer and answer. You see, I'm making an answer and answer means she wants you to get someone who will lift, let me say, a portion of her burden off her shoulders. Let's say what 25 years you've completed this year, being whichever way, being university, college, or wherever. 25 years, 3 years, I would say is Christians. It's not been able to secure a job. You don't come back home to feed off your parents. Yeah, resources, yes, your money. Most of the times, I perform a hammer, but and how did it really because it feels like, oh, you see, men are a bit patient and men are a bit meek when it comes to pushing their walls out of their homes, especially when the water is a female. Because, Sebi, I will be here. I will be here. I said, I will be and see, say, Papa, be say the bad girl. Obey no kowari, and the lady will find herself in a wrong hands there. Or person or man after and chain. No, ahyɛ n'adeɛ papa ne sɛ obenya obi a ohu sɛ the person will give me the say ɔyɛ responsible. But yɛnkɔ man side, your mom will be like, Priya, so in school, I said, they're my friend, and I'm going. And then now my name is you know about me, some my name, I can't. If you fool, I can't one or the other, it pollutes the lady's mind. It gives her pressure. Women succumb to pressure easily than men. Hey, when the conversation she engages herself, oh, I don't know. I became a boy. Oh, next month I'm over real. Yeah. Hey, girl, we're from a channel. Next month she's getting married. These people, like I'm a relationship now. Hey, so you be serious or not? Maybe they are they. Not even sure. You know, baby, you know. So no, it's no do what. Because although because you are not financially ready, one way or the other, John Put, you might not be financially ready to settle as a man. She will be forced to settle with the beer on second pen. But nipa na boa no. And no worry no. So right now, no, but love no, has become like a business venture. People trade love for financial freedom. You knew what now, Charlie. Me do interest in this. Okay, waiting papa. What's now my aqua we and then I say finally tell you what it. No be wasting time as a hey, who the own share, hey, you're quite sorry. Own share. And something of I don't know, say if I'm getting it wrong. Most of the Orthodox churches now, You are an Orthodox Church member. I am also an Orthodox Church member. I was an Anglican member. I was born as an Anglican. But the point maybe in time waiting, you can't help me.
Well, yeah, sorry. That one is a topic for another day.
Yes. Oh, sorry, more. So I do be. Obi a me fia. I do be. Nti ono so tia. Now na ne no one of more. Of one as a pressure. I did it for my language. But only ready at. And yeah, we cool. Na be me dia why ready at. One no be worry. One no be worry. The year na ye. Now worry na gina. The year after 5 years or worry no. Or me. Yeah, one of them and attention calling my soul. Or just like that. Say, hey, you hear now, Caribou. I see your own penny deal. And that I have observed this as a man. About problems in Brazil. No, it's a shame. You can't salvage a woman of her problems. You can't. You can't salvage her of her problems. When you are dating a woman, the woman sells pure water. If she goes to another person's place to buy the pure water and come and sell for profits, buy her a refrigerator. You don't pick her from selling, or pardon me from my language, you don't follow love and pick her from the streets or pick her from selling her pure water streets and giving her a shop.
It has to be gradual.
It has to be gradual, and the gradual has to be as slow as possible.
Okay.
No go back when you know me and son. Preparing a move for. No, go for that time. No, go for what 35, 36 years. For man, so far, I'm born out and I say, in her youthful age, a tender age, in early 20s, mid 20s, early 30s. Now upon pure water, then you go pick her from the ruins and set her up on the Rocky Mountain. Mountain, sorry, I'm not being misogynistic, but I'm just sharing my personal experience because I had this friend of mine. One way or the other, for one or two reasons, I wouldn't want to mention this name.
It's a podcast, so
good. He brought his girlfriend. He traveled from the Eastern region to Kumasi. He had a child with one lady. When the lady was coming to Kumasi, we all saw the lady. She was in skirts, black skirts, chelowote, and had a handbag. The guy's father was a true faith priest. So you know those people, they believe in a lot of things, and he told me that we had a gift. Whatever he touched turned into gold. So he brought the lady because they had a child, even though they were not married. They had a child together, like a boy. Yes. So we worked together to establish the lady. Let nobody lie, the lady was fine. But this can be actually I'm going my effort. Not showing a phone. Wow. I'm pointing to the open India.
Oh, yeah, the union.
I said, it's okay to run. I'm telling you.
You cannot go away. Penny and I'm talking. Yeah, funny, sir.
The money I'm telling you. See, they started from selling singlets, panties on the table. Gradually, they got a senior container. Gradually, they expanded the business. The guy went and brought the kid from his parents because due to family misunderstanding and routes between two parties, because GT4 there, more already out of a minor. It's a boy in the command. The guy, the Joey on by and there's my some table to container so you could see progress. Guy and so forth. Yeah, be game center. At least that kind of guy doing something you're now is like. So we started investing in the lady. Yeah. So for the now it's like we switch from the boxer singlets in the army's business. He was going to leave the business in the care of a lady so that he could also enter into a different venture. He knew how to drive. So he wanted to enter into driving. Yeah. So with the game center now or one and the boogie in the no sure on businessman and the schedule so come and see the only thing when they say can you put me stimulating wow I don't go back for many madam for me boogie get it na obi o yes about for don't go see what you say and she's not go mama nasa wow and you don't follow Madonna. And it goes to the ladies as well. You don't invest in a man. Oh. The greatest investment one can make is investing in human being. And the human beings has to be your relative, your child. And you yourself. You invest in yourself. Invest in your well-being. It was reference. Say, Emma Batina, Namujai, look, ye. Ebo Sura, Umuna, I have just a good thing. Okay, car for the ground ball. Oh dear, movie that. Share. Almost everything I walk. That's everything I walk. Do one of these. And it's maybe a date here. So, in a nutshell, when you're dating someone and you want to love the person, I'm not preaching against helping someone. You think you love and you know the person loves you back. There's no problem. But sometimes I love you means personal interest. Bro. You want to wow the one eating. Let me know be a one in a girl, a muja idea that I can say style the amana coming one on family. Hey, what the grandma? So only make sure. Wow. Minimum beer, one in a girl in your one. Woman on one there. It's in Santa once a day, bro. Sir? Okay. Then no, it's for you then. So it means the person is actually putting a value on the love that you had for them. Yes. And thinking the things that you give them and the kind of connection it will be. Lately, I give a one relationship I very tough. And yet time and money. Time is everybody needs their own. It's also like no. Marriage is represent automatic ticket to sudden wealth. I don't have it. I already a year. I'm going to put a shanty. No policy near friend of one more. No, she's 70 30. 30 now they ban the same. Number one, you know, 30 now they ban the same. You know, me and me then, no, so it's 70 back. And then my mom, yeah, so more precious and no. Me, the me. Obama pressure said now the pressure to get on the government. Now, yeah, one me, they can't say, what? Baby, as an attention, baby, a dear a woman. Yeah, you should talk, Marichi. Now, now, the more, that's a baby, I will never use. So, so come and marry me, come and marry me because I'm aging. If you don't marry me, I'll find someone, I'll find someone. No matter how much you love the person, make sure say you stand your ground. I'm not saying you should leave a person, but stand your ground. Make sure you explain things to that person, especially when the person is a lady. Explain things to him. Let them know the financial status. You also force her to disclose her financial standings to you. Because the behind the say women, we bring women into our lives. It is over here. Now, say programs on any radio show. Because then everybody, then maybe an issue, then maybe an issue, very an issue. Not a neutral. No. Like them other countries, oh baby Obama brabo. If you give Obama brabo, the dreams are should be a iska. And man, and then a man by a man, is your name. So, I'm sure the other hand of the easy and maybe may say, because at the end of the day, you are inviting the person into your future.
And sure, like
Yes.
about this one that you said, disclosing your financial status to the woman.
Disclosing your financial status doesn't mean so what you can see is a cutting back or say, or so your attention. So, in state, just here, a more well to car watching somewhere.
Okay.
My name said,
Emunye,
Emuye, Anna Emuye. And we can't say, what I love about them. One of you have all the call. Yeah. It's in me. I've never been interested in a lady's salary or wages. Because so basically, I say this young sicker. But we say a good amount. So, therefore, good. Jet. So, I tell them that, yeah. What I found. Yeah. I'm like, bicycle today. Obama thinks this in that. But they are chill. I want 3 cities. The following year, one courses.
but this is a round.
The following day, enemy. So, let me I'm going to 3 cities. That's not my man. And person pay to show more. No, 2 cities. We need 2 cities. So, say. Well, I bet 12 cities. Tell me, how to I 12 cities. It is the reason why I'm canceling disclosing your financial status. Let the person say, I am saying my one meeting. Saying, yeah. Now, saying, the boys here be crying about is able to be face catch off. Reach not their man.
And no any problem. No. You see,
Me to me, I can't. Me always say me to me, me to me. No, me to me.
I can't. And the guy was telling me, say,
my dad was an ambition or a facility. Me, I'm a best friend, a classmate. Every day, do you ever calculated it? Let's do this calculation. Every day, he was giving the lady, I think, every day he was giving the lady 70 Ghana cedis.
That's 2,100 cedis in 30 days.
In 30 days.
2,100. Now, by you, my in what you saying. Even while
He was like, I'm saying,
okay, I'm gonna say business.
So I'm not going to man.
I'm not going to only sky saying again.
He was giving the lady 70 cedis a day. I think it was 14 in the morning, 30. Get on the share at Juma.
So, okay.
At the pump.
Yeah.
So get on the poison now 40.
Obviously, I tell you.
So, this is not good. There are no some good program. the lady needed some money for her hair. I think it was 250 cities. The guy was reluctant to give the money to the lady. Ejectable.
Now, so that means about 2,100 cities for demand month, you know, when things CV improve and bonity on it. It's not getting way.
Instead the piano, Oba, Sikara ICC, Oba, why not their money?
Answer.
And see, the amount same way they talk, guy, no, he had no anemia as a result of bleeding hemorrhage.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm saying, boy, yeah,
You're dying.
and a bleeding hemorrhage, a chwaswa.
Your heart can be show.
Yes. So on site, my one can be the go or PJD and at once he felt say on to the music brain on her, which I see on her cry about her birthday. So we do feeling men and meeting we do feel Friday and the moon Friday. And one lady give me a cough. And one guy give me a capital. Keep up. And one's boy. Charlie Larry. I said, I'm sorry listening. And so I took him to the hospital. He had nothing and so I had to foot that bill for something I'm the choir. You know, the man pilots, the man, I think he was giving pilots and he was giving hematics. So after 3 days, he was due to come back for review. So when he came out of the lab results and the microscopy that he did now, came out, so the HB was around 4 point something. A 29-year-old boy.
Ingenious being the heart can be failing.
Any name from when I saw him.
Meanwhile, he's investing in
now. So better hospital or no. If you call me. Valencia. When I was in Jesus, I was called Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Because I really like Stone Cold Steve Austin. That true wrestler now at that time. I'm a Penance Empire because of the name. Stone Cold Steve Austin. So one of my classmates of friend Stone Cold. Stone Cold going. Boy Moshi. Blah blah blah. He was on a mission. I even told the in charge said I was his only surviving relative. Because none of the relatives know Mama Wala as at that time. He was admitted on Saturday. Sunday, when he called me, I went. He gave me his friend. From the way he was lying there, he was almost lifeless. And I was like, boy. He was even giving like 5 pints of blood. So I was expecting a bit of improvement. The AG had risen, the AG had gone up. And he looked a bit funky. So I was expecting me to be a bit cheerful, but he looked broken. So I was like, boy, again a question. He was in the phone. Then can't get it. Girl, then it's hospital because said that a week before I see Wednesday, second on the program, Saturday, or 250 cities that probably facility. Put me in now, just explicitly, as God is my witness, that she wasn't coming on my chair, man.
I see. Guys, you are watching, be taking lessons from this.
Girl, catching own just because of 250 Ghana cities.
And the guy is dying.
The guy is dying.
On admission. She doesn't even care about that one. All she cared about is she never got the 250 cities.
The guy's phone was like it was running low battery and he didn't have a charger as at that time. So I took a phone to charge for him. The phone was with me for like 12 hours because I took the phone around 6 in the morning. No, it was 6 in the evening. I returned it the next day, 6 a.m. The lady never called. The lady never texted. I didn't announce it, but so, see, only two pop no be to the buff only penny will fear. And to go to gym, Friday, you don't know to never go to gym. And I said, you say, you use 3 more. The real game will. See, I'm 20 and a 2.5. Now, me, a man was saying, and me, you know, Martina, but when just start to say, every day, I'm not 7 days. Me, if I have, I'll give it to you.
Yes.
Provided you. So, when yeah, I saw there. Man, I take men, for instance, let me tell you this. I am very meticulous. I am very meticulous in the sense that I take detail in when you are angry and when you are happy.
That's where you see the real face.
Some you be man who did me dance yeah. And somehow come it pretty. I'm not really before and somehow come be treated. And I'm very meticulous in that aspect. Boy, what do you turn out? I said, you know, did again now. Be answer. I has in one. That time it was a declaration of intent. I want to say, and my dream will be true. Until you free now as an appeal, they are 23. And see, I catch in really obedient girlfriend assembly.
Can't go on in that person.
By the third person.
The next minute, they are going to make love.
Because I have this friend, well, 2.5 with you, and a girl, my girl now one, girl and can't change it. You need girl in that. And I'm you didn't go on about it. Mammy, when you can catch his old girl about our mouth.
I never said it in a wrong way.
A bit tower office. Girl, I'm by office, but I'm boss and him. The mom,
But that's the truth.
I don't know what transpired between the guy and the lady. I mean, wants them a babe.
But she has a child, or she doesn't.
She has.
So where's the lie? And I mean, if someone has a child and you like the person, you like the person, does it mean
If I like you, I like you. No 10 numbers in a bomb.
Yeah.
I don't think just a match in a match. I feel as a 1 3 What 1 meal is it? They will have 3 meal. We defend the spread people. I feel Debbie. You can't say, do young someone on just a power penny near Makujamo.
You
Oh, replace. No. Reality check. Do young someone just a power penny near Makujamo.
Who come be
So back to this. You can't, the friends were home on the sides, immediately and go on. RFT, LFT, business, and your more running. The friends will no more.
the girl never stayed there.
The girl never came there. So boys don't use them more hospital. Their friends don't use other friends no more. Don't use them more hospital. I mean, I'm a around seeing every time knows about my friend. Malaysia. Also, only I get it as on. Come on, I'm so big. We can't be here.
Right now, you are the third person.
I'm the third person. So, and then if as you say, I have been say, okay, but say, we can't train the who in small. You are proper boy, and a proper girl.
So you'll be there with the person, they don't really love you.
Yes.
They are just there because of situations, because of the benefits.
So in the nature, hey, your boys need you a honor more. I'm going to see opportunities to go off. Inti, when I was Girl, yeah, no, it was impact, and I promise you. So no, I'm going to go to media quite a When that's now the nothing to be open now, maybe. That's when it's soon by which is there. I pass a penny plan, I get a long pen. It's a she. Obi, if I'm the chamber while leaving, now the open video, as I'm not called. It's as much as you love someone, you just have to be very, very careful. Because these days, if you have an idea, yeah, as in the interest. And everyone has your interest at times. Very good.
I think you've really spoken a lot.
Yeah.
There's more. And even the questions I would have answered, I would have asked, you've already answered them.
Good.
But there's this one question that I want us to talk about that how do you balance chasing success with maintaining healthy relationships?
It is as simple as ABCD. It is as simple as ABCD. It all boils down to conversation.
Okay.
Ajua, yeah, you know, feeling you're not on, it's happy with you on the bank. Maintain it. So maintain it. Look at you. I'm going in Gabos and the what's in the break. Or be the what's a move. I mean, maintain it. And I got, I'm willing to use them already.
Yeah.
Don't say, look, think we like it. The new mom, yeah, when you say, the bar, the more if you know you're coming. For now, yeah, the new of young self. So it's I manage it for you. The bar in years are calling. Send my music number, bar in years are. I told me, you understand and manage whatever you do to the person. That doesn't mean you should go with iron fist.
Yeah. You say in one scenario you cry now, or
Yeah. I mean, there's this thing about me. I said I'm also capital. And I can go to the extent of sending you 10 Ghana cedis for that.
to see your reaction.
Yes. And then, no, yeah, makes mama 10 cedis, 20 cedis, 10 cedis, 20 cedis, 50 cedis, 100 cedis, kitchen, I don't know when you say. I said, don't your friends to sit down with them. The moment you make your friends to stand up with them, I'm gonna lie.
Yeah, you place value on the lie.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It was true. The other started here, also the good. Maybe more now. The Maya was a damn be a place. You now give a call. Lengthy call. My name is Kassabe. My name is on the phone. Me no want Kassabe brochure in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Unless I see you on your second. I'd rather text you.
Yeah, man, you are working. What texting can see while you are checking up on the person?
But you see, no one tells you.
You have to be on the call. Now, I'm going to say, "This is camera in the credit and you deal."
So on the nature on it.
Yeah.
But Kassabe, why the back Kassabe, you are the numbers.
Yeah, that's true.